Phoenix, Arizona, March the 13th, 1997.
There were some incredible sightings over Phoenix called the Phoenix Lights, and they occurred while I was doing my program. I took call after call after call of people in Phoenix saying, "Oh my God, what's flying over our city?"
At 8:30 p.m. that night, hundreds of people reported seeing a mysterious flying something. Security guard Bob Nelson was sitting on his porch with his dog.
All at once, these 6 or 7 lights came across the top of the hill, and it was moving very slow. And then I went in and jokingly said to my wife, "We got a UFO coming over." She just couldn't believe what she seen. And then, of course, she didn't know what she seen.
Sue Watson and her children, Brian, Aaron, and Kevin, were in their front yard.
We saw this incredible sized vehicle. There were 5 huge lights in the very front of it, and it was in a boomerang shape. I'm only 1.5 miles from that mountain, the top of that mountain. That vehicle spent 5 to 6 minutes hovering from that mountain to my house. I don't know anything that can go that slow.
It was absolutely silent, just completely gliding, just like part of the sky, just a big, big, big platform, just flying with lights in front of it. I could see it was covering stars, so I knew it was something solid.
Sheriff's Deputy Thomas Chavez was in his squad car.
I was sitting here facing to the east, watching the intersection, and on one of the times when I glanced up from my paperwork, that's when I saw the strange set of lights. I can't give you a definite answer to what it was. All I can tell you of what it was not, and it was definitely not an aircraft as we know it.
Mike Fortson grabbed his binoculars and went outside with his wife.
As it passed in front of us, all we could see was the left wing of the craft itself. That's how low it was. We didn't go fetch a camera. We didn't do anything but sit there and watch it. You actually tell yourself not to blink because you might miss something. I mean, that's how intense it was. It gives me goosebumps when I talk about it.
At 10 p.m. that night, thousands of other people reported seeing another series of lights in the sky.
What I'm looking at here is a light on South Mountain.
Mike Christen videotaped the event from his house on Moon Mountain.
When I saw the one light, it was one thing. I was just photographing the one light, and then all of a sudden another one popped up in a different direction. So then I trained the camera on that light, and then another one popped up, and before you know it, this whole thing is starting to happen in front of my eyes, and I'm going, wait, this is something.
All right, you tell me what it is. Hey, Sue?
James McGahey lives in Tucson, Arizona, which is south of Phoenix. He's a retired Air Force pilot and an astronomer. He is an outspoken skeptic about UFOs.
Clearly, today, UFOlogy is a mythology that's based on superstition, wrapped inside a fairy tale, telling a story that's simply not true. What most people see is lights in the sky at night, points of light. They equate that to spacecraft from another world. There's no connection. If you see a light in the sky, you've seen a light in the sky. That's all you've seen. This happened in the case of the Phoenix lights. The lights on the videotape were simply flares being dropped by A-10s on the Goldwater test range. There's nothing mysterious about it. I know what flares look like. These are clearly flares. And some people have said they saw a triangular aircraft flying through the Phoenix airspace. The argument against that is very simple. The Phoenix radar didn't see anything. They were connecting the dots of these objects. That's all they were doing. The bright lights of these objects, they were connecting this and saying it's all one thing. It wasn't one thing. It was 5 different aircraft flying in formation.
The people in Phoenix do not believe they were just connecting dots.
For somebody to say there were planes in formation, I'm telling them I saw a solid object. My wife saw a solid object. I know 300 or 400 people that I've talked to saw the solid object in the 8 o'clock hour.
I know what I saw, and it was something that I've never seen before and probably will never see again. And it was amazing. It was amazing. It was something that is not from here, and that's what's so intriguing to me about it, that it's unknown, the unknown of it.
I am so certain at what I saw that I would testify in a court of law or in a congressional hearing as to what I saw, because what I saw was not an aircraft.
I think it was a UFO. I honestly believe that there was a UFO. You don't have to believe me. Nobody believes it, but you'll believe it when you see it.